hurtling down a snow-covered ramp at speeds well over 60 miles an hour, jumping off the edge and launching into the air, then landing 2 football fields away from where you started. Ski jumping looks pretty simple, right? In fact, each step of a jump from takeoff to landing requires a complex manipulation of forces: gravity, drag, lift.
The in-run is the portion of the jump from the top of the hill until the jump at the end of the ramp. During this section, the main apparent forces are air resistance and gravity. Ski jumpers are constantly accelerating as they continue down the ramp, but air resistance is acting as the largest force, slowing them down. In order to counteract this, ski jumpers tuck and form a more aerodynamic shape to cut through the wind. They then gain speed, accelerating down the ramp, and compress as their weight wants to continue straight into the ramp. This tendency for the skier's mass to want to continue straight in the direction it's going is called inertia. The ramp, however, exerts a normal force that directs the skier through the curve into the jump. Throughout this portion of the jump, the ski jumper has been trying to gather up speed, but at the bottom of the jump, the goal of the skier changes to capturing the wind resistance to maintain their lift. The law of inertia once again is causing the skier to want to continue in the same direction. Gravity, however, is also acting upon the skier and then pulls them down towards the ground.
Now, to understand the flight component of ski jumping, you must first understand the concept of a projectile. A projectile is an object in flight that is incapable of self-propulsion. This means that when the projectile is in the air, the projectile can't do anything to change its trajectory. For our ski jumper, this means that while in the air, he will follow a parabolic trajectory and will be unable to change it. Air resistance, however, allows for the ski jumper to take advantage of the wind resistance. While the skier is in the air, she mimics the shape of an airplane wing in order to maximize the lift force that can be achieved with the wind pushing against the skier. Up until the 1990s, the parallel ski style was used in order to capture the wind, but most recently it has been transitioned to the V style. This style maximizes the possible surface area that can be used to capture the upward force of wind resistance by forming a V with the skis.
When the jumper finally hits the ground, it has taken her only about 1.5 seconds to get from the highest point of her flight to the landing. Because of the very low friction coefficient of 0.04 between the skis and the snow, the skier can go extremely fast and reach high speeds in a short amount of time during the in-run and landing. If all goes well, the ski jumper's flight will cover about 100 meters of the landing slope before landing. Now, in order to ensure the safety of the ski jumper, it's essential to land on the downward slope so the kinetic energy of the ski jumper can slowly dissipate. The shock of contact from the landing is absorbed by the knees and hips, and after the slope levels off, the jumper stops their forward momentum by turning. Precautions including limits on ski length and ski suit thickness are taken to prevent overjumping, which could cause serious injury to the ski jumper. The hills have also been altered for the safety of the ski jumper. Hills are now contoured to ensure that a jumper is rarely more than 3 to 4.5 meters, or 10 to 15 feet above the ground during a jump.